Morning everyone. So I'm going to attack this grass. I haven't done it for a while. It's still not smelling, but I want to keep on top of it, especially with the heat we've had. It's been like 40 degrees every day. I say it every video, but I'll put a screenshot in as I normally do. You can see what's coming up. I think it's next week's going to be in the 40s anyway, or high 30s to 40s. So yeah, definitely want to keep on top of it. I normally do it at night time, but obviously I can't film it at night time because it's going to be too dark. Yeah, I found it better. So this video has been almost a year in the making. I kind of started at the end of last summer, but then I couldn't really. I've only just got that. That's a brand new one because I dropped the last one. There you go. They're just top heavy, so because there's nothing in it, so they're top heavy and they tip over. So yeah, it's been a year in the making, about a year. I started the rabbit hole end of last summer, and by the time I kind of got onto it, it was winter. And by the time winter comes, the rain flushes the grass out daily whenever it rains. So it's not really a problem, the wee smell on synthetic turf during winter. But now this summer's been ultra hot, and I've only ever smelt it twice. I've kind of got on top of it since the end of winter. So I've come up with a good solution, rather than everything's from the shop, but a better procedure using in my opinion, a better chemical that works a lot better than the real stuff. But you have to follow some steps for it to work properly. So what we'll do is, I'll probably leave that camera where it is. I'll use the drone for a bit of filming as well, might as well. But I'll leave that one where it is and I'll just turn it so you can see the grass. The sun's quite low because it's early in the morning. So if you can't do it at night time, nighttime's better because you can let the chemicals sit on the grass for longer. It doesn't evaporate because obviously there's no sun, and it's cooler. So I found doing it at night time works really well. Plus another positive is the dogs are inside going to bed, and they're not walking on it because this is fennel, but it's an ultra high concentrate. It's got the nickname of elephant cage cleaner. 1 part fennel to 40 parts water as a cleaner, or 1 part fennel to 20 parts water. Wash over the area to be cleaned and leave dry. Do not rinse. So that's why I don't like doing it during the day, because then the dogs walk on it. So yeah. Plus, at night time, it hangs around longer because it doesn't evaporate. It doesn't tell me the concentrate. I think it did on the website. Yeah, so it comes in this. This was $120 or so for 20 litres. It's cheaper from Bunnings if you buy the little litre bottles, but it's nowhere near the concentrate this is. You need like a quarter of the amount of this. So although it's more expensive for the same quantity, it's a lot more cost effective because of the concentrate that it is. The Bunnings 1 litre bottles, I'd probably put 500 ml. This is a litre. I'd half fill it with fennel, so you use half a bottle, and then the rest with water, and then dilute it even more as it comes out. This you only need about 200 mils, if that. So yeah, it's very concentrated. So step 1 is clear all the toys that you can see. So we'll go and do that. And I'll try and get this to sit properly. You're just in the dog's bath at the moment because that's the highest thing that I've got. That's a good view. Yeah, so clean any solids and toys off the grass. And then next thing is get the blower. Yeah, so yeah, grab your blower, and then you just want to blow and lift all the grass back up. This will be a good test for this microphone because I got the drone noise here and then this. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so grab your blower, I've got noise cancelling on, I think. Yep. So you shouldn't be able to hear the drone or this blower, but you probably will. Okay, and that's it for that. Just a quick one, just to stand up the blades of the grass. And then the next thing I use is whatever brand you want to use, but it's a soil wetter. I found doing that makes this fennel penetrate into, it just doesn't sit on top, it actually gets in everywhere. So I go quite heavy with it, just so, I think it foams up, I can't remember. I don't do this every time, so just a bit of water in there. I'll show you how much I put within a litre. It's definitely over the recommendation, but yeah, I don't know, I'm not measuring anything, there's no need to, just go by eye. When you think you've got enough in there, give it a bit more, kind of thing, and that'll do it. But I'm pretty sure it'll foam up as it comes out. And plus, I don't normally mix this much up. I normally only mix half a litre up because I don't do the whole grass, but I am going to do the whole grass this time because I haven't done the whole grass for a long time. Only for that reason is the dogs don't just wee anywhere. I'll show you in a minute. The dogs pretty much only wee so I'll just put this on full dilution. You just got to be quick with it because otherwise a lot of it comes out. Yep. So the dogs only really wee within 1 metre of this fence, of the brick, and up the back here, and that's it. So I'll make sure I do that first. Oh, yeah, we're getting plenty of solution on. Like that. And if you got, I also do the bricks there as well, and just inside the garden, because the older dog, Alfie, he kind of lifts his legs and gets most of it in the garden, but some on the bricks. The younger one is the only one that really does it on the grass. So like that. So I'm out of solution at the moment, I think. Yeah. I'll leave most of this in real time, just so you can see how long it actually takes. It doesn't really take a long time at all. I might even bring that drone down because it is a bit noisy. And then the other solution I'll just tip down here. That's done. Yeah, I'll bring this drone back in. Anyway, that'll be a good test to just see how it it's really good fun, this drone. Okay. Maybe because I'm in manual control mode. And then you flip it over. So, all good. We'll play with that later. So this may be a long video, but yeah, I won't cut too much out of it. And then I'll just water it in quickly. Probably at night time, there's no real need to do this because I'll turn off noise cancelling. Yeah, there's probably no real need to do this at night time because there's no sun to evaporate it quickly. I just do this just to make it sit around a bit. Plus, you don't really want this soil wetter to hang around on the leaves of the grass too much. It's not going to do anything for the smell. You want it to go under and do its job under. So that's it. That should just be enough to wash it off the leaves. And like I said, I don't normally do the whole grass. I literally do a strip there and a strip at the back, and that's enough. And I don't, so it's even quicker if you can kind of keep an eye on your dogs and see where they're doing it. As they're a creature of habit, they'll do it in the same spot all the time. When they're puppies, it's different. They just go wherever. All right. So now, I've put this thing on, thinking it's going to be easier, but it actually leaks, which is not ideal. But anyway, it's a very slow leak. Like I said, I'm going to go a little bit more because I'm doing the whole grass. But that would be enough. That's heaps. I'll put it back like that. I'll just go and top this up with some water. I could do it from the hose, but yeah, that should be alright. Let's do it slowly. So it doesn't foam up as much, this stuff, which is good because you don't really want it to. Now this one I might just knock back a little bit on the dilution as it comes out. It's got a little dial on the thing here. So I've got it on 5 at the moment. You can pick these up off Amazon or eBay. I'll put it on 4 and we'll see how that goes. This is only the first time I've used. I had one similar, so I'm assuming that it's the same rate of dilution with the number, but I'm not sure. But yeah, you don't want it to take more than 4 minutes, 3 minutes. It's not necessary. Okay, and now this one, I want to get it in the garden where the older one does his business. So I'll do that first. All over the bricks. And then just give it everywhere else. So I can see I'm more than halfway through it already. So I'm really going to attack this bit that I know that they go all the time, because you don't want to run out and you haven't done the main bit. I might even mix up a bit more actually. I wouldn't mind it a bit thicker than that. Yeah, okay, so I'll probably knock it back to 3. That was on 4. So I'll just fill this up again. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but I'm only going to mix up half. It doesn't need a whole litre, or whatever the dilution is to get it to a litre, so that's enough there. I'm not going to disconnect the hose, so I'll just go in the shed, fill this up. Okay. And then you'll see that it's only half full. So again, I'm just going to concentrate. I might just finish the bit of grass that I never got. This bit here. And knock it down to 3 as well. Yep. Okay, so that's the whole grass done. And now we'll just do this section again. So this dispenser, like I said, first time I've used it, it's definitely not the same dilution as my last one. You could probably run this on 2. My last one I could get 10, well, maybe not 10 minutes, but 5 minutes of use on 3, I think it was, that just blew through that. But it's putting it on, it's not like you're wasting it, so it's all good. I'll just let the pressure out of the hose. Tip that down the drain. I'll rinse all this out later. So I'm slowly learning that you have to rinse things off. Yeah, so as I normally do on my videos, we'll take a sidetrack while that's sitting. Carpet cleaner, so may have mentioned it, I can't remember. It's been pulled apart on my bench for a while, is my carpet shampoo machine. It has a tank that goes here with your cleaning solution in it, and that wasn't working. So I was only using water, no cleaning solution was coming out. So I ripped it all apart, took this off. I actually took the nozzles off because that's where the cleaning solution comes out of, and I blew some compressed air through it, and a whole heap of calcium deposits came out of it. So hopefully that's fixed it. I did try it, and I just put water in that tank and it all emptied that tank. So hopefully that's working now, which would be good. I don't know how I got onto that sub. Oh, that's right. So future me, after I use that machine again, I'll be running a tank of water through the, I'll put fresh water in the cleaning tank and fresh water in the rinsing tank, and just whether you come outside and run it or just run it on the carpet and flush all the cleaning solution out of the machine. I'm pretty sure that's what clogged it, because it felt like calcium, but it also felt very slippery. So that's the cleaning solution feeling slippery in the thing there. So I reckon that's what it is the cleaning solutions, globulates to the the dirt particles or whatever, and over time, plus you leave it might be a year between uses, so it all evaporates and it all just turns to a jelly. So yeah, same deal with this stuff, and I'm pretty sure that's why my last one broke. So what you probably want to do is fill this up now, or at least rinse this out. Just get rid of all the. I'm pretty sure that fennel is quite strong as well. Well, I know it's quite strong because when I first got it, I didn't have that tap on the side, and I tried to siphon. You know where this is going. I tried to siphon some out, and copped a mouthful of it, and yeah, it didn't end too well. I could taste it. That was like in the afternoon, and I could taste while I was eating my dinner. I could still taste it. Didn't enjoy my dinner that night. So yeah, just flush it out. That's all it needs. Like that, and then that way, yeah, everything stays nice. There we go. So that's good. So I think that's off. Yep. So, take all the water out of that. We'll let that dry. Now the only other thing you need is this, and it says not to rinse, but I like to keep it wet, so we'll put it on mist. I think the longer you can keep it wet for without diluting it too much, the more it's going to work, I've found. That's why it works better at night time, because it's staying wetter longer. So that's enough. Give it 5 and we'll do it again, and I normally do that twice, and it all works out quite well. And you can definitely smell the smell of that stuff. Smells exactly the same as the Bunnings stuff, just a lot stronger. There we go, let that breathe. I'm going to have to store it like that now, which is a bit of a pain, but anyway. Yeah, so definitely got a bit of a smell to it, but once you get used to it, it's quite pleasant. Well, not pleasant, but you get used to it, I'll put it that way. So yeah, and that's it. That's all you have to do. It's quite easy. So what's the name? Yeah, clean all the stuff off, blow it, soil soaker, soil wetter, and that'll allow this stuff to actually penetrate into the sand underneath your fake grass. Give it a shot. If you don't want to go investing $100 odd in that, at least do that. I never used to do that, and you'd get maybe a week out of it. But by doing this has extended the time to two to 3 weeks. Like I said, I've smelt it twice this summer, and the only times I've smelt it is when it's actually rained, and it must. We've had a bit of a summer rain on a hot day, and that you come out in the arvo and you can just smell it in the afternoon. Nothing really bad like it used to be. It used to be we couldn't even come out here. It was that bad, and that was when, that was when we had 2 of them doing it on the grass. Whereas now he's kind of taught himself to do it in the garden. So yeah, pretty good. And that's with 2 dogs. If you've only got 1 dog, it's even easier. So yeah, it's but yeah, if you can kind of narrow down where they do their business. That way you're not wasting it and doing the whole grass, so that makes a big difference as well. Okay, yeah, good fun that. So that's the little, obviously, no, that's not doing anything now because I'm not recording anything, but it comes with the receiver that's on this camera at the moment, you can't see, but it also comes with 2 of these, one USB, one Lightning, so if you want to use it on your phone you can, and it works quite well. So that's all I was doing, was using the DJI app to fly the drone. You click a button, it also records audio. I assume it stores it on your phone, the audio file, but through this microphone. Works really well. I may even try it because USB-C, I think it came with a connector, so you can connect this to your computer, and then you can use it on your computer as well, so as a microphone. So yeah, all good. Anyway, we'll pack all this up. That's it now. I've given it another spray, so we'll just leave it now. Try and keep the dogs inside while it's wet. You don't really want them. You can if you spray it on plants like I did. I just got the water and I just rinsed them off the leaves of the plants there. I did that when I rinsed it the second time. So yeah, that's that taken care of, and literally now it'll last about 3-4 weeks. You won't have to do that, and like I said, you won't be doing this again. You don't have to do that every time. Maybe 2 times during summer I would do that, so that bottle would last you a fair whack. You easily get a year out of that, probably 2 years. It's a litre. So yeah, I'd only do that your first one at the start of summer, and then maybe one halfway through. This does flood during winter when we get a heap of rain. This grass floods, so if I see that, I just do that, spray it on, and then let the rain. I kind of time it when it's going to rain, so I'll spray that on quite concentrated, and then let the rain wash it in, and then that's it. It'll just drain perfectly after that. But you need a lot because it's quite compacted. I think there's gravel, and it's not just soil, it's gravel and stuff, so you need quite a bit of it. You need more than if it was just normal garden bed, that's for sure. So so that's the easiest way really to do that. ND filters, if you know what they do, they introduce a little bit of motion blur. They're like sunglasses for your camera, so instead of having a really high shutter rate, it slows your shutter speed down on your camera. Looks really good. I've already lost 2 of them by hitting trees, and they pop off. So I've got the clip-on ones, and I've still got the 64, which is good because that's what you need on a really bright day, is the 64. So I've still got that one. I've lost the 8 and I've lost the 32. I think I've got a 16 and a 64 left. So yeah, if I do want them again, next ones I'm going to do is the magnetic ones. Apparently they stay on a bit. I thought they would be worse, but they're not. So yeah, we'll do that. That can come off. We don't need that anymore. The only thing is they don't have a spot for this in the box. This is the charging case for it, and there's no spot for it, which is a bit of a shame. It would have been good to have this somewhere. Okay, so that's probably how you connect it to your computer. There's a USB-C female plug there, so you just plug that to your computer, I suppose. I didn't realise that. Yeah, cool. So we'll muck around with that. What else is going on? I was going to mention something else. Probably no one's interested in it, but this does stabilization. It's not bad, or it's pretty good, but it does crop a lot, so you lose a bit of frameage on the edges. So I was mucking around yesterday. I was going to make a video about it, but then I thought I better not, just because of where I was flying. I was flying here, but I didn't want to incriminate myself, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I didn't want to put it on YouTube. So not that it was bad, it was around here, but yeah, it's just not worth it. So what you do is you instead of filming in 16:9, you put it in 4:3, turn all your stabilization off. You can't turn stabilization off if you leave it in 16:9, so you need to put it in 4:3. Turn your stabilization on, fly. It's very jittery. It was almost making me feel sick. You download a free program called Gyroflow, upload your video. Because you've turned image stabilization on, it comes through with gyro data into Gyroflow, and you can adjust it and crop it as much as you want or as little as you want. So that's your smoothness. So if you want it really smooth, it's going to crop in a fair bit, about the same as what it does natively on the drone. But otherwise, you can knock it back to 50%, and you get a much smoother and wider field of view. It looks actually really good. So yeah, when I go to a park where I'm allowed to fly this properly, I will put a video, like a before. Yeah, that's what I might do, is a raw video stabilized with Rocksteady. That's what they call it, DJI in here. And then I'll fly the same path again in 4:3 and non-stabilized, and then I'll do another one flying in 4:3, stabilized in Gyroflow and outputted to 16:9, and you'll see the difference, and it is quite good. The picture's actually clearer. I don't know why, but the picture's clearer to me, to my eyes anyway. Yeah, so yeah, definitely, and it doesn't take long. It really doesn't take long. So yeah, that's but the thing is, you got to have a computer. So a lot of people, I've realised now, they don't have like a laptop or their own computer. They just have a phone, because a lot of apps like CapCut you can get for your phone, so they just do it on CapCut. But yeah, you need a computer to do this thing. So yeah, that's the only downfall with it. But anyway, we'll leave it there. Otherwise, this video is going to be longer about the drone than it was about the grass. But yeah, that's how I do my grass. And like I said, it's not just a one-off and it worked for a couple of weeks. This is a year I've been mucking around. I've got, if you have a look in here, I've got this stuff, odor away. That works at a pinch, like really quickly. What I've noticed is you don't want to do that just before you're having people over, or you want to be outside without a smell. Not that it's that bad now, but what I've noticed is if you're going to have, like we had people here for Christmas, you don't want to be out here Christmas morning. If you got people coming for lunch or dinner, you don't want to be out here on the day doing it, because you've just wet it, and that's what actually brings the smell up, is the moisture. So what I'd normally do is do it the day before, the night before even, and that seems to work the best. That stuff there, they say it smells like bubble gum, but it's like really off, foul bubble gum that's been left outside for a long time. I don't really like the smell of it. I prefer the smell of that other stuff. This is a bit gross, this stuff. And that's expensive. I think that's about, I can't remember, about $40, $30, something like that. It's ready to use. You just connect it to your hose, so it dilutes on its own as it comes out. And then I bought for $80 another litre that you fill this halfway up and then halfway up with water again. So I'll have another 2 bottles of this ready to go. It's under my sink there, but yeah, it's another litre that you put half a litre in, or it must be 2 litres. Hang on, where is it? Yeah. Oh no, it's not 2 litres. Odor away, 2 litre. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, 5 litres. Okay, so that was $80 for 5 litres, and you need. So that's 2 litres. So you put a litre in, and then a litre of water. So yeah, okay. So $80, you can fill this up 5 times, and that does work. Definitely not as good or longer lasting as that method I just showed you, but at a pinch, it works pretty good. If you can put up with that smell of the fake, off rank bubblegum. Yeah, then you'll be fine. But you're doing that more often. That's a weekly. I found with that, you got to do it weekly to keep on top of it, whereas this is 3 to 4 weeks this will last. You'll smell the fennel smell for today, maybe a little bit tomorrow, and then it goes, and then you don't smell anything for like 3 weeks. So that works the best. If you're going to use that other stuff, I'd still use that, so at least it can penetrate. But yeah, if you notice your grass flooding in winter, then definitely you're going to need that. But yeah, anyway, I think we'll leave it at that. I think I've covered anything. Any questions, let me know in the comments. Yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, catch you guys later, and we'll see you on the next video.